Hey there, today I'm going to show you how to draw Robin from Teen Titans. So we start with the eye on the right. So from the center, we're going to work our way outwards. So from the middle, we're going to draw a slight curve going to the outside. From here, we're going to connect these 2 points with an upward curve. Let's move over to the left side and leave a little bit of space in between. I'm going to draw a point of reference for the inner part of the left eye. From here, I want to go straight across to the outside part of the eye. From here, I'm going to connect these 2 points with an upward curve. Now from here, I'm going to outline these 2 eyes for the mask. So let's go in this middle between the 2 eyes and move down a little bit, draw a point of reference, and then here, I'm just going to outline the outer part of the eye on both sides. So start with the bottoms, and then work our way to the top. So up here, I'm going to draw another point of reference for the middle. Here, I'm just going to curve out to the outside. Then from here, I'll probably just go up a little bit more. Just draw a straight line right to the middle there. Now we can color the inner part in black. So let's go ahead. I'm going to draw a little bit of a highlight on either side of the bottom. So I'm just going to draw 2 lines along the bottom here on the left, and then 2 on the right, and then color everything outside of that black. And these little white spots along the bottom, I'm just going to color those in gray at the end, just to give a little bit of sheen. Let's get into the nose area. So just left of the center here, I'm just going to draw a straight line down, and then I'm going to hook that tip of the nose, and then just draw a little line for the nostril on the right side. Here, let's draw the mouth. So right here, I'm just going to draw a downward curve. Now let's get into the bottom part of the face and work our way around to the jaw. So right here, I'm going to put a point for his chin. Let's go to the outer part of the mask. Here, I'm just going to curve down and sort of come in as I go down. Then from here, I'm just going to do a little hard turn towards the chin. Now from here, I'm going to work my way to the ear. So right about here is where the start of the ear would be. So from this point, I'm going to work my way around and go up. Let's draw the ear. So from the bottom here, I'm just going to draw a partial oval for the ear. Then here, I'm just going to draw a curve that goes down for some inner detail, and then just loops around the opposite direction. Let's go up on this side here. So I'm going to extend the side of the head a little bit. And then here, we're going to work our way towards the widow's peak. So starting with a curve, and going in the opposite direction, coming down, and then from here, I'm going to go all the way out towards the ear, come in a little bit, and then hook this around for the sideburn. Let's do the top of the hair. So the hair is quite tall, so the highest peak I'll probably go right about here. So on the side of the head, I'm going to start with a curve that goes out. I'm going to start with some smaller hairs, or clumps of hair, work our way out, and then from here I'm going to go really big and draw some big peaks here. Draw a slightly shorter one, come down, and then the final one right about here, and I'm going to work my way down towards that ear. Now we can draw some highlights along the edge of this hair. So here, all you need to do is, you don't have to follow exactly what I do, but just draw a little wave that goes across the hair, and then taper this and make it a little bit thicker, then taper the ends. And now we can go and draw the other ear on the opposite side, and all that is a little loop like that. Let's go ahead and color that hair in black. So starting out on the side, I'm going to color everything in black except for that little squiggle area in the middle there. The great thing about drawing and coloring in black Sharpies is that if you feel you need to reshape something, you can easily do that without making it look obvious. So I'll give you an example. So here I feel like the hair could be a little bit taller on the left side and a little bit sharper. So right about here, so all I have to do is go in and just sharpen and lengthen that out. Okay, let's get into the body. So the neck, I'm going to start in the middle of the chin and draw a little line down. Move over a little bit. He's got a really thin neck. Draw 2 lines across. From here, I'm going to curve out to one side of the shoulder, and this side I'm going to go straight across my page. Let's draw an overlap for the cape, and this is going to be one continuous line. So starting here, I'm going to swoop down, intersect with the other side of the cape, or the neck, and kind of swoop around like this. Now you don't have to follow exactly how I did it, but this is just generally just showing the flow of the cape. So up here, I'm going to draw a line across, and then I'm going to come across here, just sort of outline that cape. And it doesn't have to be exactly the same distance or thickness all the way around. You can kind of go in and out. Now I'll get back to the cape in a bit, but let's start with the shoulder on the side. So I'm going to draw the elements in the front before I draw the things in the back. So the thing that's most closest to the front of us is the shoulder here. So starting in here, I'm going to come around and draw the shoulder. Here I'm going to connect these 2 points with a curve. Now let's get down to the upper arm here. So here I'm going to come down, and here I'm going to come down towards the elbow. So it'll be a little bit longer. And then this arm is going to go straight across. So drawing a short line like this, this arm is going to come up a little bit. And from here I'm going to intersect the edge of the glove. Now from here I'm going to draw in this arm that's crossing over because he's got his arms crossed. So from this point I'm going to cross the body like that. Now I can tuck this glove in underneath by drawing a straight line. From here I'm going to square off the elbow. I'm going to go up in an angle. Now from here I'm going to curve up towards the wrist and then tuck this in to that elbow, inner elbow area. From here I'm just going to split off the glove area like that. Now let's draw some chest. So from here I'm just going to draw a curve for the chest. You can see a little bit of the sleeve, so coming down a little bit here, going down, and then straight line across, and then the upper arm, I'm just going to tuck that in underneath that sleeve. Let's draw in a little bit of detail on the shirt. You're not really going to see much of the arc because I've covered it up with this arm, but anyways, let's draw a part of it. So I'm going to draw part of a curve, like that. Now let's draw the R. So here I'm just going to draw a straight line down. From here I'm going to go across, then I'm going to draw the inner part of the R, which kind of looks like a D. And come up a bit, and then just angle that down. So that's about all you're going to see there. Let's draw a little rectangle with little straps across the chest. So I'm going to draw 2 across the chest like that. Let's get down to the belt area. So here, it's got a really high waist. So right about here, I'm just going to start with a circle. Start with that circle. On the upper half, I'm going to outline that, trace it. Just like that, right across. Go across with 2 short lines. Go up. And then I'm going to go across with a short line here. And then this side, I'm going to go a little bit longer because his body's sort of turned that way. Here, I'm going to draw the bottom part of it. So outlining the bottom part of that circle. Going straight across on both sides. Going down. And with that same length line, going all the way across. And then connecting it at the ends. Here, I'm just going to outline the inner part of that belt area. And here I'm just going to finish off the stomach, the back right there. Now let's get into the legs. So let's start with the front leg first. So I'm going to bring down the knees to right about here. I'm going to make sure I have enough space on my paper down to the feet. So I want to make sure that the bottom of the feet to the knees is the same distance from the knees to the hips. So the knees right here, let's start at the front. Come across with a curve down to the knee. I'm going to go straight out with a line. Come down with a line, and then just kind of curve that straight up for the kneecap. Now here, let's move over to the lower torso. So here I'm just going to draw a curve, and I'm going to bring this inner part of the leg with an overlap here down to the same length as the knee here. Then kind of go up like that. So these 2 knees should be at the same height. Let's go to the back of this leg. So I'm going to draw his butt with a kind of a curved line like that, and I'm going to curve around towards the knee. Just like so. Let's draw the inner part of this leg. So right about here, I'm going to draw a straight line to the back of that knee. Let's go back to this leg. From here I'm going to do an overlap. I'm going to draw the back of the calf, and I'm going to come in. From here I'm going to do an overlap and curve to the front of the shin. Now from here let's draw a straight line across. That kind of overlaps those leg points. Let's move over to this side before I get into the feet. So here, I want to make sure that I come down to the same height. Here, I'm going to curve down. From here, I'm going to angle out. And then I'm going to curve back in. Now, I don't want to get too close. I want to leave enough room here and draw a straight line across. Draw the boots. So here in the back, I'm just going to draw a curve that goes down to the bottom of the feet. Now that's the end of my page, so I want to make sure that I leave enough space. And go out to the outer part of the foot or the toe with a straight line. From here I'm going to go up and then just draw the sole. And here I'm just going to split this with 2 lines. Let's draw the toe. So I'm going to come in a little bit, go straight up, curve this middle plate, and come down. From here I'm going to do an overlap, go across, and then from here I'm just going to connect that part of the boot. Okay, now let's get into the right side and let's draw the same thing. So I'm going to curve down to the heel. Now this foot's going to be pointing sort of towards us, so I'm doing what's called foreshortening. So you'll see the toe kind of bigger than the back of the heel. So here, I'm going to angle down and go across. Now from here, I'm going to outline the sole like I did on the left side here. Going straight across, then down. Now from here, I'll take this point going up, across, and then down. So you can see that the toe kind of curves inwards towards each other. Do a little overlap here, go right to the ankle, and from here I'm just going to connect with a straight line. Let's draw the cape, finish this off. So I'm going to come up right about here. I'm just going to do a simple curve that just kind of tucks in behind the body like that. We do a little bit of shading here, so let's draw in some shading for the neck. Here in the middle of the neck, I'm going to come down and go across at an angle. I'm going to do that twice, just to make that thick highlight. Then color in everything but that little highlight area black. Just like so. And we can probably do the boot as well. So here, I'm just going to outline and trace the inner part of that boot. Here, I'm going to do it twice as thick, all the way down. Color everything but that little highlight in black. Just like so. We'll do the same thing on this side, so drawing a little highlight strip and making it twice as thick, coloring the rest in black. And that's pretty much it. There we have it. There's Robin from Teen Titans. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. If you want more Teen Titans, just let me know, add a comment, and tell me who your favorite character is. And be sure to submit some of your art to Instagram or Google+, and tag us at Cartooning for Kids for a chance to win one of our weekly prizes. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.